Tony, he's Mike, and we are here to do another Quick and Dirty. This time, we are watching The Little Things, which was released on HBO back in January as a video on demand and in theater simultaneously, and then came off of HBO and then dropped back on HBO. So, you know what? We're not picky. We're going to do this one anyway. So...
Well, like we said before, we watch them so you don't have to.
Yeah, pretty much.
And we'll let you know if it's worth the click or not. So there you have it. Like you said, Little Things, crime drama thriller, streaming on HBO Max right now, starring Denzel Washington, Freddie Mercury, and the really bad Joker for most people. It was written and directed by John Lee Hancock, who did The Blind Side, The Highwayman, Saving Mr. Banks, and The Rookie. To me, it's another example of A-list talent with a D-list script, and yeah, it's bunk. Yeah, I didn't like it.
You know what? I wasn't offended by it. I'm not going to say that I loved the movie. I did like the movie. And it was one of those, like, I turned it on last night late, and I didn't intend to get like engaged with it. I was like gonna sit back and watch it like that piece of shit Angelina Jolie movie and just dig at it through the whole time. And the next thing you know, I'm like getting sucked into it because like the whole bit with the murder, where they drag him into the murder scene and they're like, kind of revealing the elements of the crime, and he realizes, yeah, this guy was watching her from across the street, and the way that they were uncovering clues, it felt very natural. It felt really well done. It was properly directed. Denzel's turned up to about 8.5. He's not at 11 like in Training Day.
No,
he's at 8.5, which is the proper Denzel Washington setting.
I'm gonna say Denzel is probably in at about a 5. To me, he was kind of phoning it in. To me, he's there to collect a paycheck.
Yeah, no, I didn't think that Denzel was phoning it in. To me, he was playing this character as this character needed to be played, because he's supposed to be kind of a little bit burned out, a little bit broken, a little bit obsessive. If Denzel had played it like he played Training Day, it would not have worked. It would have been too much. So, Rami Malek, on the other hand, prior to this, like the last time I saw Rami Malek do something this good was when he was in Band of Brothers, and he was playing the guy that had just been at war too long and was a little jacked in the head. And then you see him in Mr. Robot, and you see him in, Bohemian Rhapsody, and you're like, oh yeah, I guess that's who Rami Malek is now. That's the kind of characters that he plays. This was against type for him. It's a very different kind of character, and he played it really well. But then Jared Leto completely made my skin crawl, which is exactly what Jared Leto was there to do. For all of Denzel Washington's hard work and for all of Rami Malek doing everything they can with the script, Jared Leto was genuinely creepy in this movie. So the script has some failings. I'm not going to lie. There are some areas where it dragged out. And I think this is a movie that would have been better if they had taken 10 or 15 minutes out of it, especially towards the end. But all the performances, I think, are solid. I think they all work. I think they're all character appropriate. I think the direction is good. I think that the cinematography is good. It's just the script has its failings.
Yeah.
So, and Jared Leto, like, the last time I was that captivated by somebody that was a criminal on screen was Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs. He's like that level of creepy. And so it completely works. I didn't hate this movie. It didn't feel like a waste of time. It felt a little bit like a missed opportunity. It felt like it needed to be tightened up a little bit.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, it's one of those movies that I can see myself throwing this on again just to try to pick up all the little things that I may have missed the first time, because it is an engaging story and the mystery is really solid. And then there's two big reveals at the end, and I'm not going to spoil those, but the two big.
Oh yeah, because I'll spoil them for you later when I give my thoughts.
Well, I was going to say the two big reveals at the end. I thought Well, number one of them really got me. One of them was just kind of like, whoa, okay, did not see that coming. And then the second one, I was like, oh, that totally makes sense. Okay, yeah, I get it. And the second one involves Denzel Washington basically sending something to Remy Malek and letting him think that the case is closed. And then you find out that that's not really the case, but he doesn't want Remy Malek's character to follow him down his obsessed, can never let it go road. So I dug that dynamic. I dug that he saw himself in Remy Malek's character and was doing everything he could to not have Remy Malek's character self-destruct over the course of the film. So that's my thoughts on it. I thought it was a worthwhile click. It's actually probably one of the better movies that we have watched that has gone straight to streaming on this one. What about you? What's your thoughts on this?
I thought Denzel's performance was him phoning it in. I mean, it was fine. Remy Malek was fine. With him, really, it's more on me because I couldn't get past the fact that it's Freddie Mercury playing a detective, not Remy Malek playing a detective. And I tried hard to get past that. I just couldn't. I was waiting for him to break out song at some point, but it never happened. And then Jared Leto absolutely delivers. Unfortunately, Jared Leto delivers so hard and so good. His performance is too far up here, and everybody else's performance is right here, which sucks because if everybody was up to that same level as Jared Leto, it would have made that movie much more engaging. Because, like you said, he makes the movie. His character is creepy as fuck, and there's so many little details they puts in that character. It's ridiculous. He's greasy, scummy, slimy. He's smart, and he strings these detectives along. So, and the characterization in the script is really good, and that part of it is really well directed. I did like the twist ending, where you find out, spoilers, that, Denzel Washington shot that girl, could have done without, didn't necessarily have to be there. And to me, that's really the big and only twist. I mean, yeah, Remy Malek, he kind of lets Remy Malek, believe that the case is actually closed, that they got their man so they could ease his conscience. So I like that part of it. I just didn't know if it needed to be revealed that, what's his name, Denzel Washington shot that girl. I don't know, to me, it kind of took away from the story. I really wanted to see, hey, was Jared Leto really the guy or was he not the guy? I wanted to go full procedure with it. See, I felt gypped from that ending. I felt robbed because I was generally, even though, I could get past, what's his name as Freddie Mercury, I was still engaged enough in the movie. So when I got to the end, it was like, wow, what a letdown this was. I was very disappointed with that ending. I think it could have. To me, I think it should have rewrote the ending. I think the script could have went through another one or two rewrites. That's the only bad thing with having a writer as a director at the same time. There's nobody really there to check him on these ideas. It's all him. So yeah, I felt let down at the ending, and for me, it's not a recommend, and I will not be watching it again.
At the end of the day, I think Denzel Washington's character realizes that they're not going to catch this guy because he knows what the police are allowed to do and able to do, and he literally fucks with them the entire time, like in their face, just fucks with them. Yeah. And it's much more interesting than in Seven with Kevin Spacey, who's trying to be this level of creepy. Jared Leto, if Jared Leto had been in Seven, it would have been the greatest fucking movie ever made. But just really, I really do think that the ending works, and I think that the ending works because Jared Leto's character is presented as so smart and so far ahead of them and has been doing this for so long that there was no way for them to legally catch him. So, when Remy Malek does what he does, and you have the big reveal at the end with the Brett, where Denzel is basically saying, yeah, we got the guy. To me, it was a satisfying ending, but maybe that's just my read on it versus your read on it. But yeah, I
didn't read it that way because it came off exactly what it was. It was a little bit of history repeating itself, where Denzel Washington shot that girl by accident. Here you had Remy Malek lashing out and accidentally killing the guy. Yeah. So I felt gypped. I felt completely gypped.
Yeah, I will say, having a more concrete answer to was he or wasn't he would have made the movie. The conclusion would have been more satisfying. I'm not going to take that away from you, and that's kind of what I thought. You know what? If they had just affirmatively answered that yes, it was him, yeah. But they leave it open, and I get the artistic decision to leave it open ended like this. I don't think it takes away from the movie, but I think it makes that ending lose impact in one area, but pick up some impact in another area. So,
I don't know. I can only say this: if you want to watch a great portrayal of a villain, watch it just for Jared Leto. It's almost worth watching it just for that. Almost, but not quite.
I say click it. He says don't. Listen to what we're telling you. If you like movies that are a bit more obscure and a bit more in the vein of No Country for Old Men, this is your jam. If that's not quite your cup of tea, if you're more in the need that conclusion, you might want to do something else. So
I would actually highly recommend No Country for Old Men. What else would I recommend as a crime drama? Oh, geez. Well, you said Seven. Seven's a good one.
Yeah. So you got to throw Silence of the Lambs in there because it's kind of the movie that really modernized film noir crime drama, and had a villain that was an engaging character in it as opposed to just the bad guy that they have to caught. I would actually say also skip Red Dragon, which is the remake. Go back and watch the original Michael Mann Manhunter. I think that is a really underrated film. I think that the Ralph Fiennes remake of it, where they focus on the serial killer, kind of takes away from it. And it's not that it's a bad movie. I just think Manhunter is a better version of the same story. So
I like them about the same. I would say this: Red Dragon's probably it's definitely got the better talent in it. Manhunter is definitely more raw for sure. So I don't know if I can't really recommend one over the other. They're both equally good in their own right. So, but
if you guys have a crime drama, a movie that we haven't landed on, just drop it in the comments below. Somebody please leave a comment. Comment. It don't cost nothing.
Yeah, like the video, comment. If you don't like the video, comment. Say fuck you guys. You guys suck. I don't care. It's all good.
But in the meantime, we'd like to thank all 19 of you personally. So just leave your name in the comments below, and we'll thank you on the next Quick and Dirty. Mike, what are we doing for our next Quick and Dirty?
All right. Next, we're watching The Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt, J.K. Simmons, and Ivan. Oh, Jesus Christ! I didn't practice this. Ivan Strahovski, the
close enough. So, till then, we will catch you next time on Quick and Dirty.
See you then.